Hello, welcome to my daily watercolor painting video. Today is day 14 and I do these videos every day because I decided that I want to be more consistent in painting in watercolor. So I gave myself a challenge to paint for at least 15 minutes every day. And so far it's been okay, but today I am struggling because I've hardly slept. So I'm going to be a bit, rambling probably. Anyway, today I thought I'll do something fairly easy. I'm going to use this book. I did use this book for yesterday's video as well. And it's full of these very simple projects, 50 projects that of like paintings that can be painted in 5 steps, 5 easy steps. So it's really helpful, especially if you're feeling a bit off like I am now, or you've had a break from painting, or if you're a beginner and you're not familiar with that many techniques yet. So I'm going to go through it, and once I find something that kind of I don't know, inspires me, then I've done this one yesterday because that one is quite easy, so this is definitely easy one to do. This one looks kind of fun, but I'm going to keep looking. There's another one I did yesterday as well, it was a rose, this one. Okay, so now let's move on. This one is cute. That should be fairly easy, so I'll bear this one in mind. Oh, strawberry! Strawberry is a great idea, especially with this letter. That sounds like fun. You know what? I think I'm just gonna do a strawberry. Right, so she always gives a little bit of an explanation how to do it, so let's just read through it just to make sure we don't miss anything. But so far the steps look fairly simple. So we start with one wash for the strawberry, then this wash needs to dry for us to be able to overlay with when we do the green part, and then just some, I'm guessing she's using black paint for the seeds and a bit of splatter. Right, so I'm not gonna be using outlines because I honestly don't mind if it's a bit wonky. What else? Okay, so there's no special point. There's nothing really. I think it's all fairly self-explanatory. But what I am also noticing is that she left a little bit of white space, and there's a bit of a variety in the tone. Like there is a whiter patch here. This looks like, so it looks like the sun, like the light is coming from this way. So I'll try to bear this in mind as well. Sorry, I just need to stretch. Okay, right. So let's see what we can come up with. And just so you know, I'm not really prepared for this video, so I don't know really what will. I never really prepare for my videos, you know. I just kind of, I like to show you my like real practice rather than show you how to do things. I literally just paint, and then I go if I make mistakes, which I do a lot. I try to talk about them. And right, so first layer, I'm going to try to make the shape a bit more strawberry-like, but okay. Right, so I haven't really left. I wanted to leave the white space here, but I guess I'm just gonna have to do it maybe here. Is that gonna look natural? Don't know. And I am actually going to go in, use a thicker mixture, and just add it a little bit here, just to deepen this, you know, the difference in values. But my paper is not great, the one I'm using. It's not cotton, so it's a little bit harder to, it dries faster, so I'm not even going to be touching this part because this is already dry. So I guess I'll just leave it to do its thing. I'm going to have to wait for this one to dry before I put the leaves in. Actually, do you know what? I'm going to do one where I'm letting the leaves blend, but I'm not going to overlay because that will be messy. I'll just do them kind of pointing up. Just going to use this green, maybe mix it up a little bit with what I have in my palette. And it's darker than what's in the book, but hey, it doesn't really matter, does it? maybe something like this. So it's going to bleed a little because this is still still a little wet, but that's okay. I do like when it's a little bit of bleeding, not too much. Right, maybe next one I'm going to actually use Alizarin Crimson for this one, because it's more red. Let's see if I like red one better. How about this? What if we actually start with the wash this time rather than, sorry, not wash, with just water. So I'm going to do wet in wet. I'm leaving a little bit of a gap, although I'm not sure I left a gap that's big enough. So this one will be a little bit softer, more blended. There we go. And I'm thinking I'm actually going to add the pink to this one. Now, normally when you add more paint to the wash, you try to make it thicker, because otherwise it will create this cauliflower effect. So I'm trying to make sure this one is like thicker, stronger mix. There's more paint to water ratio, there's more paint. That way it will blend rather than if it was too much water, it would kind of just create this textured effect that wouldn't really blend that well. Is that too much white? I kind of feel like I want to mess around with it. I feel like this is too much white, but usually it's better not to mess too much. Right, next one I'm going to do, because I'm still waiting for them to dry. I think I'll wait for this one to dry before I do the leaves as well. So next one I want to do is I'm going to use the pink again, and I'm going to add a bit of yellow to it, just because. Wait, what is this shape? This is a weird shape for a strawberry. Should I? Maybe I'll leave a white gap here. Okay. I'll just tidy this a little bit. Now before I add yellow, I just want to add a little bit of a darker pink at the bottom. I think I added maybe a little bit too much, but hey, it's what it is. Now I'm going to switch to a smaller brush because I want to have a bit more control over how much paint I'm picking up. So again, I want to make sure that it's thick enough so that it blends. But let's see, the paint is already drying. Just drop it in a few places where I see it's still wet. Now this looks a little bit too controlled, definitely. Maybe, I don't know. Okay, let's just leave it. Right, what else can we do? Oh, I know. I'm going to use a straw for one of them. But this time I will actually start with the green. So this one I'm going to pick up. So just basically, as you can see, I started with kind of the strawberry ready from the book, but now I'm just playing around and trying different things. So this is my inspiration, but then I'm just making some adjustments and trying different things. I think this is kind of, I do prefer to do it this way, when I'm just following exactly what someone else does and nothing else. I kind of did that yesterday, and left me feel a little bit uninspired. So I thought next time I will just try to do a little bit more of play around with it rather than just follow the steps. Anyway, so I'm using the straw to blow this paint to create the leaves, but this is a little bit, it's hard to control. Oh. Okay, I think I'm gonna leave it at that. Right, should I do the pink already or let it? I think I'm going to let this dry. No, because it's so loose, I shouldn't be too scared, but I feel like I need to use the red this time. I'm going to use quinacridone red, a little bit different red, or maybe I've got what's this one, cadmium red, or maybe cadmium red and alizarin crimson. Yeah, this is the cadmium red, although it's a little bit messy. Made it a bit messy. I don't know. I don't really have a nice juicy red for my strawberry. No, I'm just gonna go for it. Right. So touching gently. Oh no, but then green and red shouldn't really mix, should they? Because that will create mud. Didn't really think it through. When you mix colors that are opposite each other on the color wheel, then they create these muddy mixtures. So generally it's best not to mix them together. Right, I'm just gonna tidy the edge, but this is already drying here, so I don't want to go too... Okay, it doesn't matter. Yeah, now I'm... You know what, I think I overdid it. So what I'm going to do instead is grab a piece of tissue and just pick up a little bit of color. Just to add a little bit more of a, like a highlight. A little bit more variety. I feel like this is a little bit too... The blending here is not good, so I'm gonna try... See if I can save it, but I don't know, is that better? I don't know. Anyway, let's just leave it. Okay. Right, I'll just do 2 more. It looks like I should have 2 more strawberries, doesn't it? So let's just... Should we do the one where I started with water again? Let's do the water one. But this time I'm going to start with the yellow. Oh, maybe I did too much, but it's okay. And I'm going to do alizarin crimson. It's actually a little bit too dark. Okay. Reshape this a little bit. A little bit red here. It's very easy to overdo it. It's very easy to fuss too much and make it worse. But sometimes it's hard to stop. So I am going to... I don't like how crisp this highlight is. It's kind of like a... looks too much like a triangle. So I'm just going to try to pick up a little bit. There we go. That looks so much more natural, doesn't it? Maybe a little bit here as well. Okay, that's it. Leave it. And another pink one, because this is my favorite color, Permanent Rose. I use it a lot, so just gonna do another strawberry like that. What should I do differently about you? Maybe I'll go a little crazy, and I'm going to add some purpley pink. What is this color? Permanent Magenta. There you go. Why not? Permanent Magenta. I feel like this is a little boring, so what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to deliberately create a cauliflower by dropping some water, because sometimes it's nice. Right, now time to add some leaves. I'm actually going to use this paintbrush. What should I do? I don't like this green is a little bit too dark. Should I just use this one on its own, or a bit mixed? Maybe a bit mixed. Right. Why don't we overlay this one a bit? Yeah. I don't know, I just kind of... Okay, that's not too bad. Should I add another one? It's a little bit too symmetrical, so I'm just gonna... Yeah, that will do. Okay. What about here? I feel like this one should be going like this maybe, and there we go. Something is off balance. I don't know. There we go. Now these are wet, very wet. So while I'm waiting, I'm going to use my pen. Where are my pens? Oh, my pens are upstairs. I'm going to have to pause and get my pens. Unless I have... Oh, I have this one. This one could work. Right, so while these are drying, I'm going to gently try to... Ah, this one's not really working well, is it? It's okay. So I'm using a Faber-Castell Pitt pen, but I need to replace it. It's a little bit... Yeah. Hang on, have I got any more? Where are my pens? No, I can't really find them. Yeah, I guess this will have to do. Okay, what about this? If I just like add another one here. Is that weird? A little bit, isn't it? But... And then these. Okay, I'm quite happy with that. I can potentially do the green in this one. Look what happened to my pen. It really is breaking. Right, okay. Let's do the green. Oh, still a little bit wet, but that's okay. I think that will do. Oh, maybe I'll use some pencils. I've got my watercolor pencils. I don't really have a good color for it though. Like I've got the red. I could potentially use it on this one, or shall we try on this one? If I just can actually see anything. No, that's too close. Maybe I'll just use the black for it. Let's see. Oh no, I made mess. This is what happens when you don't let them dry. Oh, it's okay. Right, so this one is done with a pencil, so the effect is way softer. But I think it kind of works for this one. I'll try to do lighter one here when there is light, and then a bit darker on this side. Something like this. Okay, now we could also use paint. Don't really have black on my palette. I think I'm just going to use indigo. Indigo has a bit of blue in it. What should I mix it with? I don't really know. Or I could cheat. I'm going to cheat. I'm going to use my black metallic paints. Which one looks dark? Maybe this one. Now these are chameleon paints, so they have like another color, not just black. So they will not be super black, super strong. But I am curious because I usually when I use them, I use like bigger washes and stuff. I don't really know how they are used in tiny amounts. It's actually quite nice, I think. This one is a little long, but it's okay. What else should we do? I've got my oil pastel somewhere. I don't know if I have a black one here. I do. Let's see if this one works. Are you dry? This one is already messed up. I think I'm gonna try on this one. Let's see. This one, they are a bit hard to control because the edges, can't really see where the edge is, but oh, they actually are working pretty well. They're darker than I thought. quite like this. Okay, I think that's it for today. My brain is a little bit fried, but hopefully I'll be more fresh tomorrow. Oh, splatter! We just need to add some more splatter. Right, but for that I'll put my book away so it doesn't get messy. Need to try to protect this a little bit. Splatter is really fun because I feel like no matter what I paint, if I add splatter to it, it just instantly looks better. What am I doing? Right, okay. Let's just hope it's gonna be okay. There we go. You're not gonna splatter here, and I'm just going to use some scrap piece of paper to protect this side. Okay, so I'm going to add some pink splatter. Wait, before I do that, I'm really scattered today. I really want to finish this strawberry because it just looks sad. So to not have the green part. There we go. Now we're finished too. Should I add black to you guys as well? Let's just do this. I'm trying to do a different kind of stroke with this one. Kind of round them up a little bit. But it's hard to control the shape, so I don't know, I think this one's probably better. Anyway, right, I'll put some splatter. So water repaint. I'm going to add a little bit of yellow. And water repaint. Maybe more yellow in the middle. There we go. That's already quite a lot of splatter, but I want to add some green as well. Especially maybe lower. There we go. So much better with splatter, isn't it? Okay, that's it for today. I'm proud of myself that I at least tried. Oh, can you see the black one? How this one is kind of like, it's silver and then black sometimes, depending on the light. Anyway, hope you enjoyed it. I'll be back tomorrow with another one. This actually turned out better than I thought, considering how little sleep I had. Anyway, see you tomorrow. Happy painting. Bye.